You are Joseph Ablekwe, right?
Yes.
Okay, Joseph Ablekwe of Eckankar. You give him the microphone. So let me catch you, Mami Pacho. Yo. Aha. Yo, yeah, Mawakwaba, Uncle Joseph.
Yeah.
Yo. Enti yesi ubie wa asiye chere
said, yeah, Emma Miwurem is the question of what is soul.
Mayenka death no yebe.
Oh, death. Debia we even goes through death. Anytime you sleep, soul leaves the body. And that is what you call dream.
Country, mommy. So what it
okay. Anytime bia oda bia okra no free hunam duanum. Eko explore esamba usori a osi o masudai. It is soul leaving the body. And that is how death looks like. Now when you wake up in the dream, you now become aware clearly that you are dreaming. That is also another level. That is also another way. It's an awakening. And when you become more awakened, when you are in the dream state, you know that you are dreaming. And that when you wake up, you write it down. That awakening is there. And it continues like that.
Let him.
Until death simply means you leave this body, this physical body. Finally, you drop it. That is what we call death. That is the final dropping of this physical body. You won't come back to use it again. And when your friend will say, well, but okay. Soul doesn't die.
Okay, DNA soul.
Soul is a spark of God.
It is saying.
Let's take the sea to be God. And you are a particle of that, a drop of the sea. One says, a drop of that water, they call laboratory. The quality of that drop of water no, is the same you have in the sea. But only that the sea is bigger. Now, when you are sending that drop back into the sea, how does that individual drop identify itself? And nothing I ever had to self-realize, to become individualized, to know who we are.
Yo, ntinya vutre. Inti soul no. It is saying
soul is a ball of light, a beam of light, a ray of the Holy Spirit.
The consistency is saying ye to me hunu ye nene kasa ewa adwene.
One thing is that soul is shapeless. It's an atom of God. It's shapeless. It has no form. That is why soul, as it is, can occupy an elephant and can also equally occupy an ant. And even the smallest atom, amoeba, soul can occupy it.
Has it got a mind?
Soul doesn't need the normal mind, but it has its own way of perceiving. It perceives. It doesn't think. Soul sees. So when you unfold to a level, you perceive. You don't think.
Can you prove this?
You see, one thing is that you need to experience it to prove it to yourself. If I tell you, you won't believe.
How do you experience it?
In Eckankar, we have spiritual exercises that we do. Muhammad has just introduced a basic spiritual exercise, the heal. Now, when you go to the internet, go to YouTube, even the scientists are coming out, they are doing a lot of experiments with the sound. They are all picking from this sound of hue. At a certain vibration, the body structure of particles of things change. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it before. The sound. And one thing is to prove things, no, me explain it. So in Eckankar, there's a problem. If there was a time now, me, no, Yari. I also have exams to write. it was getting to end of how do you call it, semester. I was so concerned. I want to see exactly how my mother is faring and the nature of the situation they were describing. They said that it was one of the eye, the left one, that had a problem. They did not tell me which eye. They said she has eye problem. So to ascertain and try to see how she's feeling, before sleeping, I made a request, want to see what actually she's going through. And then I found myself at home. She was coming from our hall, and then I saw her. She was in a violet dress with flowers, this type of. And then I saw the way she has sort of grown lean, and then the very eye that was having the difficulty. And I did change, and I said, oh, fine, I'm okay with that. Yema akwana miko duri no, the same dress ana owom no, and one miko to say na washe. The eye, the way, everything I saw was exactly as it is.
You saw it how? Where?
So has gone.
In a dream or in a spiritual practice?
In a dream. No, when you lift up yourself, the dream is a part of it. As we sit here, we are dreaming. In the morning, what you did, can you remember what you did in the morning? If you can remember, it is part of the dream of the day. Some things we don't care, so it's gone. Some things we care, so we remember. That is part of the dream. So here we are living, it's a dreamland. Everything around us is a dream.
So where is reality?
So is real.
And it's a dream at the same time.
So is a... No, this physical life and the things that we go through are dreams.
So where is reality? That's the question I asked.
And when you unfold and you enter, you go deeper, you actually meet with the reality of life.
So now what's the difference between
yourself.
Reality and dream? What's the difference? Between reality, because you're saying this life is a dream, and I want to know what is the difference between reality and dream. Between reality and dream. Anyway, I think we are shifting. Now, let me go to you. So when no, you have to sit. When said okay, you said you can't speak the tree. So pardon me, but I'm on fan chair. Obiti tree no oti brofo no no ti tree amani church mto na omo ba na re. Obse brofo na no Mary sama enti mun fan chair. When the soul leaves the body, where does it go to? That's my next question.
When the soul leaves the body, where does it go? You ask me a simple question, but it's not a simple question to me. It's not, the question you are asking, they are huge questions. I know. There are huge questions you are asking me. That if the soul leaves the body, where does it go?
That's what you said.
No, you've asked me a question.
But that's what you said. You said, ask what death is. Anyway, you said, we don't die.
Yeah, we don't die.
But my father is not around.
Oh, he just leave the clothes, just like my brother.
To me, he's not here. So he died. So where is he?
He goes where he come from. He said where he come from.
Where?
He come from a place.
Which place?
You know.
If I know, I won't ask you.
Oh, when we came here, you said we should not underrate you, so you know.
I don't.
You don't.
I said the underrating is my kind of knowledge I would want to seek from you. Because I really want to know. So when the soul leaves the body, where does it go?
I will give you a parable of fishes, if you don't mind.
We are listening.
You see, the fishes in the river, they have gathered themselves. A lot of them have gathered themselves. You know, there are many, both from the sea and the river. Few of them gathered in the river. They were arguing that they say we come from water. You have never seen water before. Why others were, were fully somewhere. Only few of them were arguing, just like we are here. Oh, Kojo, they say we come from water. Some say, oh, have you seen water before? Do you know what it is? The shoe said, one of them, a few of them said, I heard of a very big fish inside the sea. Let's go. It's full of wires. Probably might tell us. From the river, they are going back to the sea to go and find that big fish, not the whale. The fishes carry their luggage, their bag, their water from the river. As they were going, it took them so many years, even their clothes was torn. So when they went to the sea, they saw, it took them so many years, they saw a big wall. So they knocked the door. Ko. Say, yes, come in. They all entered. Oh, look, we were told that we come from water. If you've never seen water before, we don't know what it is. They say, oh, my children, foolish you are. See, you come from water. When you die, you go back to water. And they were all telling themselves like this. So when he told them that when you die, you go back to water, something has happened. Today I will not tell you what actually happened. Today I will not tell you. When he told the fishes that, my children, see, you come from water. As we are speaking now, you are in the water. When you die, you go back to water. Something happened that day. I will not say today. So when you are, I know where you are coming with the question you are asking. Spiritual matters, math, you can't describe it. But we are trying our best. We will try. We will try.
Mohammed.
Yes, sir.
Ose okra no e free enipanimu se nipanimu okra ifun ekohi.
Ti enana na me kire mu se yenya emo mawiase no na yeni nyame ena wo ho.
Ewo himfa.
Ewo nyankopon tebia bibia oti.
Oti
nyame wo.
Oti.
Me no nim se nyame wo ba bia. God bibia ho me mframa ko mu bia na nyame wo ho. Nti nyame ayese mframa obi ahome bi. Ba obi o adunu mre na se wo home adunu level no agu ahome. Na ofri body no moko. Nti Eckankar ye gidie se one hunu unipa su a saa nyuma yi nti ase be ye de amaw. Because obi hunu se wo ye nipa keke a wonti ase. Eti no panaka se nyuma bi ho no mo a o ka se open fiscal a
no misra
nti de make ko sim se
nipa no ekohi
nipa ni wu a wo hwe your chat bi o hase me wo chat bi o hase we ni ye va say the entire universe of God and to hwe a division a ye wo lower worlds and ye wo higher worlds be can ahase no say higher world lower worlds no ye wo physical plane ye a higher we and ye physical ufi physical na okọ astra ufi astra na okọ Corsa na okọ meta na okọ etheric ani na no lower worlds and sa lower worlds na ha ne negative and positive wa but okọ the higher spiritual worlds on ma that's fee for the kono ho no ye positive into ho na kra no ye free eba asase na ye ba no ya amfa ya amasa akwa nyankopon de akade bi ekan ho se mfa mra dwetri ebi ni say is a quality of soul ebi ni say
we've not gotten there yet. We've not gotten there yet.
Oh peke efri baby I say the answer no
we've not gotten there yet.
But the all can ask you but the mission say wanya kra no enti ase a bad day say obetumi ate sa answer na ase
the necessity wo kra na ase
because the di kan ebi ase ye ka say kra ho asema ye kan ye bobo hu still open proof say be proof the kra but kra so idea your experience you live with it you are part of it oda eso da ye wo pie wo hu nyoma pi na wo die no eda hodom entini na kra na adwuma edi ntibiri kra no be active no na hunamdua no relax so hunamdua no active na kra no aye passive enti kra no de
you're still deviating.
You
are complicating issues. I ask a very simple question. Dear you who say a crown free the pedro anymore. No, maybe I'll say, oh, free more, okay. It's a very simple question.
And the uni said of and the uni. We want to make us say Nipa or Kobaby.
Uncle Joseph.
Say, Yana, ya jitum say, Nipa Ua, Yesu Afrim.
Yeah.
And yesi Oko baby. Immediately when you leave the physical body, you enter into the astral plane.
Okay. What is the astral plane?
The astral plane is the emotional body that we use on that plane. It's part of you. Your emotional body is the astral body, the astral plane, the astral body, and it operates on the astral plane. And also, that is the first heaven. If you are talking about heaven, sir, that is the first heaven. We have the second heaven, which is the causal plane. That is where your memory. Niema bi wo ho a unkai wo ho a utumi share wadamfo. Now say this I know you. Then the name comes. It means you were using that particular area to assess that name. Wapikeba. So it's part of you. Asana the mind. And it's a immediately depending on somebody being commit suicide. And the spiritual law etia emra. The moment you leave the body, because you cannot handle a problem, you decide to hang yourself. And the Ukraine Kobibia, you just hang around the astral plane here. The next body you come back.
Now wait, this program is called Moment of Awakening.
Yeah.
And as I said, Nipatiasia.
Yes.
Where is the astral plane? How can we find the astral plane? Where is the consistency?
Jesus Christ said, "In my Father's house are many mansions." The mansions we are talking about are various planes of existence. And as we sit here now, we are operating in this physical plane. Now, if I want to sort of see what is happening, maybe on the astral plane, what I need to do is to lift my consciousness. And I can use the astral body to see what is happening. And the astral body can walk through this wall and go out and see what it needs to see and come back.
If you say consciousness, what does it mean?
Consciousness is awareness. Awareness. Or one's levels of awareness, because it can expand. Are you getting me? It can expand. And the more it expands, the more, because so is that soul can expand, and as it expands, the consciousness also expands. The level of awareness is expanded. When you are in KG, you are limited to few things, and as you grow, you realize that you are picking a lot of information, and those information expands your awareness and expands your consciousness.
Okay, so when you pass away, you go straight to the astral plane.
That's the place mostly.
How does it look like?
The astral plane. Wow.
Does it have trees? Does it have houses? Has it got soil?
There is a museum.
Has it got a moon? Has it got a sun?
The astral plane, most of the dreams you have, you operate there. Have you ever dreamed before?
Oh, okay.
You remember your dreams?
Yeah.
Only that you have not awakened in your dream before. That I know that I'm dreaming.
Ask me a question. He doesn't answer.
No, let him. I don't answer questions, please. I don't know. That's why I've invited you. Yeah. If I know, I'll sit here alone and teach. Yeah.
So you dream. Where we dream, most of the places where we dream and go to, mostly is the astral plane.
So whatever we see there, whether we saw mountains and trees and rivers, they are all there.
They are there. You have this astral museum is there. Most of the inventions.
Do we eat there?
Most of the inventions we have.
Do we eat there? Do we eat there? Because most of the time when you are dreaming and you are about to eat, then there's no food.
You see,
do we eat there?
On the astral plane, there are structures, beautiful structures. There we have an astral museum. There are a lot of inventions that are here. Now, you see the gadgets you see here, they are still primitive, because we are yet to actually refine to their original state. The first computer that was built, the person who perceived it and saw it in a dream state brought it, and the only way he could develop it is to build something so big. But as the consciousness expands, what happened? A lot of things came in technology, and now we can have a phone as a computer. Are you getting me? Because the pictures are becoming more clearer. People are now seeing what it needs to put together to get the fine machines that we are developing. They are all there as prototypes. Anything that is yet to be invented here is there as prototype.
30 minutes past 6. And then we'll find China and a woman I know I'm say chino I'm better neman would treat no more problem kakranti Mr. say Unimubia obetumi achre niamo makanasia bomadia na mo fanche 30 minutes past 6. Yeah. Oko Facebook are streaming a Capital Radio 97.1 FM.
Yeah.
So oko YouTube so are streaming a Capital Radio 97.1 FM. Oko your website is so a Capital Radio 97.1 FM. Ya kaimo say VGL Ghana Limited ana a sponsor sa program way. VGL Ghana Limited omo what ties apapapa. Almost sign a batteries, almost sign what a niama bebre.
Very good, cheap, great performance, long lasting. That's VGL.
We want some demo me can full VGL motorbike amount and anti-kama fuel consumption a jet VGL aboboya ewa huodin etumi before any load bia VGL omo durable tires akesie pa the caterpillar tires articulator any nketwa and sanso enwintem in slow load bia metre suitable for all terrains. VGL pure virgin premium lubricant to set engine oil, hydraulic oil and gear oil, specially formulated for peak performance or engine besu kama no fitamubia. VGL batteries so a powerful, reliable and strong. No yempia after sales service so a chia VGL Yama a to 4 block Fred 0243 67 50 20 Kumasi Alaba and crime Caprice anywhere VGL ejatua ejadem
Long lasting. That's VGL.
Yo, yeah, damwasipi VGL Ghana Limited. The kaimo say VGL omo na omaso yasne VGL ewo ties apapapa omo the edema articulator the edema friend low bed any caterpillars akesia pa come pa original and mentem omo rough ties any smooth ties and after so omo batteries papa omo sizes ni nyina omo batteries na eche Otobia unu huda almost lubricant pure virgin 100% pure virgin oil engine oil almost hydraulic oil gear oil VGL wa aboboya otwa unu huda eye adwuma tumi before etumi load engine ya kama almost so ewo motorbike into bomodia alaba obehu VGL ewo ho Alaba Ubehu VGL number is 0243 67 50 20 0243 67 50 20 and crying Caprice ena science so ewa ene baby anipa wu a okone no hu komo na ye di no ye ne Eckankar fo ene kasa ena White Eagle Lodge fo ene kasa enti no mestre mo pie ne de brofo na no odin that mo de beche you a very special guest in Suwaha, Joseph Ablepa, on also Eckankar and all boy. Joseph, I'm round chain. Now we can't never be pray. Into Nipa call astral world now. Young fan say, if you say we are bonia, Ubeko baby, we are why a bonnet, why a papa, Ubeko astral world. And I want to extra word and will be a hobby. More judgment counsel for you people, and you don't have anything called judgment.
Original question, say Nipa Ua, and if I yako, and an American say, maybe a free Hunan with more.
First step,
yeah, the astral plane. Nipa bebree. And now me can say, Diana yes sukrano. We are already visiting those places already. Only that say upeja ohu huma. Utmi ehuniema deeper than others. I don't know the differences between us no. Obi to me huniema deeper than another person because of yeah level of awareness, yeah level of understanding. Ena die hwehwe. Obi wo ho or problem. Papa ya na otaka sai no. O say ni engineering work no. Say oshia problem bi na ontumi hu aye okoda. Obeda sorry no. Na wanya answer no. Where did you go to? He has gone to an engineering a warehouse on the astral plane. A picky information wo ede aba. Wa be solve the problem. Enti otaka say eda sumu no ohun niam bebre. Enti yewu a oho no de enti na me kan say ya na say ye kohoba de bia. Usu da wo ho. Ebi wo ho we nkai say asu da. But as soon as you sleep, you are in the another dimension. And the first place is the astral plane. Sa susu na uwa oho na u enter first.
Na ufri ho ahina woko.
Now, depending on, I would say in Eckankar we talk about karma and reincarnation. Karma and reincarnation. Africa yendim and sana abrofobae. Because ye wo obi a it mean be say when na asamba. And I nkwara bebre susu akwara bi behave cry to me say asimasi na asamba. Enti in Africa we know that ye wu a ye san den ye samba. Enti ebi wo ho no say we say usamba. What you say? I was asase su bi ebetua o life so. There was boy bi a onya 3 years. And I was starting a cancer. Or see, Obi Kuno. And I already no see baby. And he also started can in some sana a place for got interested in the issue. On them before they said quickly. They follow up. And or see or bet me actually baby or see no. And it was in a cemetery or bush baby. And pa omuko drew her. And ochre baby kura. True
story.
Yes.
Anyway.
The story is on the this in YouTube. There are a lot of stories. So personal ones so I'm catch.
Okay, it's you.
Now akwano eko chire omu baby a yakun yesie no. Omu tu ho na omu hu na so o. In actual fact Ekumabi ena odi edwaniti ni muma ha ampa omuhu na there was a broken in the skull was broken with the mark of an axe. Now osan chere say the axe was also buried somewhere near the area ohoso mukotu no wa hu. And I say the person who did that ni pakra oyesa no otisa community we mu ni fie ni omukoduru ho no omu narrate the issue ni nyina chere no. Now, I feel no can say 4 years ago, a scientist called Kiev got lost in that community. The mystery was solved. So I could away, ako as I had aba at me a kaisa animano. I had I solved that mystery.
In telling to no kai na the baby brinkai.
Onuna asemno esini ne ayisu unim dentia okay sanima nyina the memory of those things. When the death took place, he was standing there looking at the body. What did I say? Until Oko Osambaya took another body in another embodiment as a baby now. At the age of 3 now, or started the memory came back. No, he was able to list all those things. At the age of 3, 4, 5 no. Say uni akwara ebon komo obetimi aka nsema chiro pi. Ye jambotrema omo omu kan sempa.
Are they not imagining things?
No. Look,
so
my son, look, my son,
he did this and he did that and
boss,
he did this.
Boss, my son, who was 5 years, was taking care of
Katri mami na
and now me back 5 years boy. Na ni mami ajaye a crawling boy or no na or area. Na ni mami dware. Boy no pese okro eko your friend saying a washroom ho. And the elder son who is 5 years was trying to persuade him not to enter. Why yes why desperate. Then he started complaining. Ude ye usu sana ye pata okra na unyai sana dajo ta na oya akwara no osu sa ye pata no kra no ede onjai so ya de wo ye no na no kra se ne na ni mama bisa no se ta na o brajo dajo eye akwara no na o ni hwan. Then it's sealed off. Want me and can be abu. What I say, I have twins living with me now. Omu mami, me wife. Ni mami. Oh, 2017 I said bibisa. And ni grandmother susu that was about 2 years before then. Na ni ba a copy seed and was intending to abort. I don't know what happened. The communication was between them, and my wife called her now called to nufu say, hey, and yes sir, into the then keep it, you can even lead to your death. Now before then, na ni mami in the dream state, I catch them and say here, say who terminate side we obey them, ubu. And before my wife went, and also advised her not to. Or somebody no, now I sound so that ni mami catch them and say, look, your dad says so I got 2 nuanfu. Na enche ye beshia. Nti ono so sorry and say enche beshia say. Me na me wu beshia wa na say whatever it is. By the end of the day, twins came in. In actual fact, baku enkomodi diemu kwara enkomodi diemu obi ko ni baby a na ususu di nechi. Baku no na eba ni banche. Who is my wife? And I grandmother society adweni. Until ono catch and so no oba ni baby. And I ususu di nechi. You see, Pacho, ye ma hu kwa nkwara no hu omu kan sempa. They tell us stories. Which means if you are here, we are here to learn. Now soul actually our true home is the soul plane. Is the 5th heaven. Soul plane. There it is positive. Na yeba asase we so to send the Muhammad kano yeba asase we yeba asase be suyan odo nti se oba na the capital you are giving odi di abro odi ye we you go and come back again because you have to come and learn love nti so obi wo hona on to me and pick the lessons of life you go and come back what I say
yeah
yeah. Until you go and come back. Until going and coming, yeah, we have gone and come back thousands of times, millions of times, in different embodiments.
Nyabutre, maminko agbenke. Dia okano. Dia na okano.
See, stories are stories. Reality, truth, is stand at certain level. Stories are stories. Just, you see. He's answering some of the questions you throw to him by giving you example of certain things that he sees or he was told.
Enough experience.
Enough experience. So, for me, as I'm sitting here, if you ask me a question, as you be asking me, you will continue to ask me a question. I remember somebody asked those in the churches, they say Jesus Christ do this, he do this. He said that. What of you? You, if Jesus Christ did that, you what have you been doing? What can you tell you? What can you tell yourself to me? Who are you? So as I'm sitting in front of you today, then you ask me spiritual questions. I will not go to the book. I will go straight forward to you. That, as he said, when your soul begin to expand, in other words, in this, you need to get certain spiritual eye. Then you can be able to see your soul. But the one he talk about dream, everybody dreams. You will dream sometimes. You say, okay, I've taken something, and then that's all. It could be real. But while you lie down on your bed, as you can, somebody will say, I'm going to bed. Then someone also say, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to bed and sleep. Going to bed is different from going to bed and sleep. So you lie down in your bed, and what you want to see.
Talking to the microphone for me.
Yeah.
We can't say like this.
What you see, you want to know much about spirituality, about certain things. So books. I read a lot of books. That didn't help me. I decided to practice. When you practice, you speak less. So sometimes I feel like, what word should I use to describe the question that you ask me? Now, when you have your eye,
what eye are you talking about?
The eye.
Is it these two eyes you are talking
you see
about?
that I pause. I don't know what I'll give you.
What eye are you talking about?
You answer. I will answer some questions, and I will go to bed. I'll get problem. Yes. It is true. I'm telling you.
What problem will you get? That's my answering a question. You
Yes.
go to bed. How?
Yeah. Word cannot describe spirituality. Word. WORD. You can't.
Joseph.
But you see, one thing is that Nyame amfa bibia ahinta ye o. So there are no mysteries. You get it? There are no mysteries. The word heal that we introduce to you, ukwa, practice it, and you experience yourself as so.
Many things.
Now one thing is I say Nyame di bibia hinta ye na it is only some people who can actually interpret through the say encrophobi na omo was animdie na ombetime interpret amawa den amawa anyantiase God's creation and what God actually meant in the scriptures and all those things. Now what about an individual who cannot read even the tree Bible and cannot read even the English one? Oh no, doesn't the spirit communicate with that person? What you say? Anything in Eckankar no, and found I even cry. Say intellectuals cry, they suffer in understanding some certain things because the mind will always try to analyze what spirit is communicating. And the soon as you start analyzing what spirit is communicating, you get it wrong. What you say? Because soul perceives, it doesn't think. What you say?
Okra no perceive doesn't think.
Okra no ohu ano ahu. Unya tinka. Said this is what is happening. No. And one thing is say so unya tinka say bibi cause ko anasa bia go to the left ana ko fa ubenku ana fa uma now utena say now analyze here. Now so we there baby I can say me nko no hold the ya na akronfo hunting me mpa ho na ha na ya na eda ho udi wadwin na calculate you ubefa no ubekwa kwotu amane. So when spirit directs, do it, but it should be on something that you, through your experience one positive instructions, because if it tells you to go and kill I'm not sure it is a good mao what I say enti nyame amfa bibia anyade ansie in Eckankar.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Samuel Abwa say they said they don't know what a soul is.
Yeah.
But they are trying to tell us where it comes from. How is that possible? I think I've asked you that question.
Obi can say on what soul is. Nipa Uye okra.
Okay, Kenneth Sapon, or say, is the soul the subconscious mind?
Let's come to that. So, nipa, your true identity is soul. Na so no enya ade a obet me di this physical ede ahu. And one thing is if you are the light, how do you see yourself as light? Say bia o nine and I say o those are physical embodiments. But soul itself, when you are watching with soul, it me to say you the whole this thing is a ball of eye. Sometimes you can perceive soul like that. One kasa all your cry. That's all your cry. And I like a drop of water na mekano. Say opo. Nyami. And so a drop of water. How do you perceive yourself as apart from yourself? You are. What do I say? And then you can say bia so it is a elephant and I so it is a nipa and I say so it is a soul is pure spirit. It's an energy. It vibrates. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So you are soul. Experience yourself as soul, capable of leaving the body at will. Now, when you are operating in the astral body, you see yourself in the astral body. When you are operating in the causal body, you see yourself as the astral body. But you are not the astral body, you are not the causal body, you are not the mental body. The shape of the astral body, this physical body, and nothing I been with me manifesting as ghost. Oh, me who asimasi. Obijina hoa na asan yira. The person is using the astral body, and no dey na set to bet your true identity, which is soul, light.
Now, sir, astral,
a ball of light.
Sir, astral plane, causal plane. Muye na muhi.
Ohona sa I know this flying saucers ni animal no call her. The lower astral.
Muye na muhi.
You
mama ni din.
Udie to heal. Nyame body na do so.
Question me on my say one well question.
Yeah, ubisa. There are some things you yourself have to prove it to yourself.
No, na betre. Me nka say prove bitre me. What can be? There are a lot of people who are listening.
Yeah.
And I'm saying higher moment of awakening.
Beautiful.
Unka enjana sa. Ese wo chiri mu.
Yeah.
If obi tro buka. You have the glossary or no one. The bibia we used to be word we used to be of for say yera or ma meaning or chirasi.
Yeah.
Sana program with you. And you mean I can't place was una de buy.
Yeah.
Into una de buy you should how about saying a muhu ye and what did I make an answer? Hunting wait
and one thing is when you leave this physical body, and then the commonest idea and obia bit me atiase any edaiso. Anytime you be that
now so me call astra. But what can beyond astra? Inti me so that astra na mko. Inti beyond astra no
Obi can say so no ankasa no any day. And I can say so person who so the way I tear. Ebia obi person who say so no e woti e wo nine e wo ai. It is not like that. And I make no. And even the astral body no say this physical body no, but the in vibration no higher. And no kra na ya say we are in part me who say ghost near no. And no so enye so. I don't know me pay no. What you say? And I make can say so no a ball of light. So how do you perceive yourself as a ball of light or an energy unit? What you say? Any but it can see, it perceives. It has intelligence. It has free will. It can imagine. Those are the qualities of soul.
You see how the charcoal look like when you put charcoal in the fire, how it's flashing.
Capital Radio 97.1 FM, the heart of music. 5 minutes to 7. Life after death. And Mugusua Muti 05. Phone lines near 0557 52 22 13. WhatsApp. Over to me, I send or questions 0557 52 22 13. WhatsApp. Over to me, I send or questions. Program was streamed live. It was YouTube. Capital Radio 97.1 FM, the heart of music, is streaming or Facebook. Capital Radio 97.1 FM is streaming so your website. Joseph, I'm still with you. Mr. Wada. Fachemi. Now can be said depending. Obesa Babim.
Yeah.
Nami Bissau, a Christopher, and Cremofor, say you will be a friend on hell. You will be a friend on heaven. You will be a friend on Abraham Kukum. And Nanano so I see you will be a friend of Asama Handle. My position was a description in any way.
Obunyana Eka. Based on their understanding. Are you getting me? And yeah, Eckankar yembu asoribia ebumfia. One thing is consciousness, no, as you expand, ufri basic 1 ukode basic 2, ufri basic 2 uko basic 3. Niema yebechire ono. Emu as you go higher no. Emu yede emu do. What is here? Huh? And Ibrahim said there is hell and heaven. I say Namini also for people sa or see there is hell. They believe in hell, and they believe in heaven. And I can say, oh, there's no just heaven. There are heavens. Or the mihuwa chinji said then because Omunim said we have one hell and one heaven. But in the Bible, it is said that I know of a man, whether in spirit or body, who is caught up in the third heaven. Now, Onakasa Eko Ehun say, even in the Bible, no, it was mentioned that there is a third heaven.
Bible quotation, but my quotation.
Oh, me, I'm very conversant with those and better woho. It's a Paul. And I can say, I know of a man, whether in spirit or body, who is caught up in the third heaven. And to me, actually say, I know Eckankar, but he has to go and research because what I say, and humanity as I say, sir, or no, they can say hell and heaven, as though they are two opposite structures. But we have heavens. Now, who can help the Americans as I say, I was we, and I hell, because at least say if you pay down now even the astral planar. You catch yourself about because of her effect. It's an expanded area, and as one of the masters me say like the most luxurious hotel on earth here is like a chicken coop compare on what you see at the astral plane. Near my fair ho. What I say.
At what point Nipano Ebesan Nechi Abaha and answer be to the next plane?
It depending on the spiritual unfoldment.
Spiritual unfoldment. So see obi any whom I say chese.
How much love do you have? On say obi ho e born aso onu so bibo obi o. But obi so ho born aso no ahwe o say nyame mfancheo no ko. These two people in spiritual development, no, they are different. Jesus, how they now microphone no. Ayakayaka de na omoye ni nyina. Osi eja fache omo because omo nim de omoye. Love, a demonstration of love. Peter etwa obi aso. What did he do? He fixed it back. Jesus fixed it back. And I'll catch and say no.
Is that possible?
Yes. Oh, is it not? Is in the Bible? When they were going to arrest Jesus Christ,
you were not there. Oh.
They say no. According to the Bible,
from the Eckankar point of view, is that possible?
No, according to the Bible, me demonstrate love. That
by using that example
in the Bible. Yeah.
Okay. Problem being.
What you say? There's a story in the Bible about Stephen.
97.1 FM so na utie.
Omutu na abo no na de na oye na obo mpa ese nyame mpa nche omo. Enti obi ye wade otumi di che ene obi a ye wade a umfa nche no. These two people bakwa nyini huhu echen bako. What you say?
Hey, one of me treat Corinthians the Mami Corinthians we no na me treat the to me kan so.
Corinthians chapter 2 chapter 12 verse 12 verse 2.
Kan mami. Me fa on for man on kan mami. For microphone no man.
Ono nim kan pa.
Aha.
Menko she e ho no.
Mami quotation in Corinthians
chapter 12 verse 2.
Chapter 12
verse 2. I say minim onipa bi wo Kristo mu a mfedu nani ohwim no ko osoro a etoso miensa.
Chapter 12 verse 2. No, I don't have it here. Check your verse again.
2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians
chapter 12 verse 2.
Kind. And what can
I say minim onipa bi wo Kristo mu a mfedu nani.
Okay, yes. I know a man in Christ who 40 years ago was caught up in the third heaven.
Yes.
Whether it was in a body or out of the body, I do not know. God knows. Okay, let's go to you. From Joseph Mami.
And at least that's among who say heaven and back. We have many heavens. Jesus said, in my Father's house are many mansions. Bakuni astral plane, Bakuni causal plane, Bakuni mental plane, and they were the soul plane. And it continues.
Until one day, I say immediately we call astral plane. Now,
depending on your spiritual
answer the next plane. We need to know whether
you
need
level
to come
of
back. Consciousness no be to and otuaso. Now, a DNA will say a bit depending on your level of consciousness, they will determine. And we'll say your love no so and a better.
Yeah.
And you know, love no. Say love. I no say you are forgiving. Now,
I don't think I was say so. Odo. That is the main purpose of our coming here. It's all about love, because soul itself is a particle of love, but so na okra enim say odo. What you say? Not cry because nyamiankasa odo, and if we are particle of God, nyami just rama. They say nyami ja ni just rama. Yesu say odo. Sa quality no nyami wo no ewo yemu be yenim. What you say? And untina philosophers say man know thyself.
So where does justice come in?
Say man know thyself.
Where does justice come in?
Justice. So uye bibia. The law of karma. So uye bibi.
Is justice love?
I don't know where the angle you are coming from.
Good. Because you see your order.
Yeah. But we are not aware. So papa your hini o.
Role ben na justice a play because obi make catch say Nyankopon ye justice. Nyankopon ye odo. Nyankopon ye purity. Nyankopon ye say.
Na ebi no bre.
So Nyankopon ye odo. Where does the justice come in to the picture? After the wa na bebe me free am e ba.
Nyame ye odo. Now, but there are spiritual laws. And no ignorance of those laws.
Now, Mr. As I say, we define it or don't know, mommy. Say, you do be a share or baby or so, don't know.
Say every day you were different. We are talking about divine love.
And only a day.
Divine love. Any odomapa. Unche ubi jeni because unimse unhia tomatoes ubi jambi. And yet, dear, ye woman, your friends say, or one who baby, na home fair was me dono. Debbie. We are talking about the divine love. Or domapa. Uye ade ache obia, uye ache because it is your nature to give. Everything in life is giving. It is only human beings we take. What they say, until a true level we continue to give and give without taking. We give without even reward. We give without even showing off. Then we are practicing divine love. Obi yo adie kurana. Umani nya ya because there are lessons you need to learn from those things. Eyodo.
White Eagle Lodge for no so dia na muka ewo sa dia papa ya kan.
The love is there, but I will disagree a little.
Okay, let's hear your disagreement.
Yeah, I'll disagree a little. We have a divine practices that you do. If it's referring to divine practices, that's a different thing. You could see that you ask me a question. Do you get your money? Is it a love? You see a lady, you call, you ask a question. I see my brother is dancing around the answers. Yes. You see, I don't know what to say again because I told you from the beginning, if I go beyond myself.
No, let him love. Let him speak. I put off your microphone.
When we say love, we have a divine love. It's all about practice, spiritual practice. It's all about spiritual practice. When you practice spirituality, there's something within the center of your heart. Then, when you get to that stage, you know what love is.
What is it?
Love.
Yes.
Love is God. Love is God.
Explain it.
When you sleep, not even asleep. When you lie down, just go within. You will see. You go within.
If you
yourself.
say go within, what do you mean? I will ask you that question. You have to break things down. Don't talk as if we know. We don't know. That's why we brought you here. So break it down, bro. Break it down so that a kid who is listening will understand, because we are learning. That's the essence of this program. Let's not assume that our listeners know what we know, though they may know or even know more. But there are also other people who don't know at all.
So it means that there are those who know and there are those who don't know.
So talk to those who don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
So now, let me come to you.
Okay.
You say that we don't die.
Yeah.
What happens to us then?
When you die,
you said we don't die.
Yeah.
I told you what is death. You said we don't die. So what happens? Take your time and explain to us what happens to us after what we describe here as death. Where do we go from the White Eagle Lodge perspective?
Where do we go? That's the question.
Yes.
I told you that we come from God. We go back to God. So you were asking me I should go into detail and explain more. And I said, I don't have the words to describe again. Because these are spiritual matters.
So where is God and who is God?
God is very is mystery.
So when we die, we go into mystery.
No.
You gave me the definition.
When you die, I said, you go back to where you come from. When you die, you go back to where you come from. And you're asking me where do we go again? You're asking where do we go? And I'm saying that it's mystery. The physical mind cannot know. This brain.
So how do you know that you go back to God?
And that is why that when you
because if you don't know,
when you attain,
if it is a mystery, then how do you know we go there?
And when you attain certain level of spirituality, you know. But
when you attain that spiritual level of, you should be able to explain that, okay, this is what I saw, or this is where we go to, so that people can learn.
Oh, I see.
You understand?
Yeah.
Let's say the person has died. I'm not talking about spiritual practice. The person has died. Let's say my father has passed on. He's no longer alive. We buried him long time ago. Where did he go to? Is he with God?
You see, I've been to several places. You meet certain beings. You meet certain beings. They don't look like a black like you. They look like this human color. You see a sea. You see everything just like here. You are not dreaming, though. In this case, you are not dreaming. They go to the market, they do farming, you see everything. There's another level again you go. You see other different people, they also like a human being. They do everything. Then you go, in this case, I'm not sleeping. No. So that's why I'm saying that a certain thing, if I said,
you cannot sleep.
I cannot sleep.
Okay. Let me come to you, Joseph. Then it means you can't share your experience.
I can share.
But you say you can't sleep. You say you can't sleep.
Mohammed would also like to.
Let's hear him.
You can't say Yame your odoa. Yen hwe wi ase ewe. Ye ba no. Ni enim se ye bezisi adan wo ha mai. Ba Onyankopon e ma ya adwene. O ma ye nyansa ni hunumu a ye de betim di atena asase so abobra a be boa yen ne de aboa afefo. De ka se Nyame ye odo a ti a eti hai Nyame ni donti ni eti ha. Se Nyame no ya anko moye ma asase so. Na do a wo ma yenti na obo ya ba se ka se Nyame do a na ya poto ka se divine love odo a efiri Nyame mu odo a condition bia enta chiri enti nyese bia mi hu a oh Mr. Asise na ma twa kuta ma respect because say me ni wunti ana o ya o man bi with me and the respect the man e was o cho odo the man ti ka se kra na nyese ya kra na enipa nko a o Nyame abodie nyina Nyame abodie nyina se ye nnua emoa bibia kra no ewom. But say the can say omina operate at a different level of consciousness. We say what say kwampo no. We say operate consciousness e operate different. Obi fi say bia answer be or the man or na. On no level no. You can't begrudge him for that. Okay.
Mr. Awa, let me go back to Joseph, please. Mr. Awa. I need him. Joseph.
Hello, sir.
Enti akwala ye wo no a wo wuye. Odo be no be suyan. Based on your definition.
Two stories.
Unse akwala bi wo ho a. Ya wo no na wawu. Oko.
Aha.
Eri no be suyan.
Oh, onim. Obia ni
faith yesen.
Obi wo ho no. Oba within that period. Obi kura ba now just one day. He has to manifest somewhere, pick some experience and go back. Kra na ye adwuma o. Hunam we de enya ibia o. sometimes you can have experience. Ubenya nimdie bi wahu. Abra unkan book bia.
Na kola na ne mame nso abort.
Ayo sada.
Nyabotre. Akola na ne mame abort nso e.
Oh. That's another area. That's another area.
It's not an area.
Abortion. Yewura abortion mu.
Not for the mother, for the child.
For the child.
Yes.
Akwara no. Sa kra no kra onya wura body no.
How do we know?
Sa fetus na yeah.
How do we know?
So no nya wura mu.
E be about 3 months, 4 months.
So no nya wura mu.
Then time ben na so ni wura mu.
So enters the body at the point of birth.
How? How do you determine that?
Upe actually said 2 souls living in one body.
No. I'm talking about mamina wanyemno. Per your definition, Miss Bacho about per the awo catcher. Osi ye ba hasi ye ba besua bibi.
Yes, odo.
Inti good. Inti die besua no.
Yeah.
And e betre say ye beko asan aba. And as ye beto aso akọ to the next plane.
Yeah.
And I will say,
Akwala kitwa.
Akwala bi ya wonu. Mother didn't want child. Wa abort akwala no. What is the fate of that child based on their wakano?
Yeah, say because of the choices the free will exercise no. Mami no abort it. Sakwano didn't get the opportunity of experiencing anything here. Because he didn't even come into the body. So the first breath the child the soul enters. At the time the child is in the womb. What do I say? There's no soul in that.
How does it become? Then wait.
It is.
Then I think there's a
it is nourished by the mother.
Nabutre, I think there's a contradiction here. Because per your definition, without soul in the body, it is dead. So how can Nabutre? Let me land. You are getting what I'm going. How can akolane bowo maame no wumbumu for 9 months?
Do you know what? I say pregnancy take place. Everything about the child is from the mother.
No, but hold it. Some mothers hear the children kick.
They kick because.
So, but kick no one free.
They kick because it's a living thing. What they say? They kick because it is a living thing. But
your gentleman has said right now that even animals walk so.
Yes.
So if the soul is not in the mother's womb,
we are talking about living things. Akwana owo the mother womb. The blood circulation is controlled by the mother, the heartbeat of the mother. The nourishment through the umbilical cord, the child this kept fed, or did it through the mother. Ni mframa ohumi nyina no afri ni mami ho e na ekọ akwara no ho and sata ni nyina no that atade na ye nwuni na ewo ni mami yem no survives, kicks, does everything, and even cross it react to onions. So ni mami twitwa je ni nyina it react to onions and all those things. Now the soul that will manifest in that body will be hovering around. Will be around. And who kasa oti. No, so no one say so it's very interesting learning about the nature of soul.
Okay, let me invite your time. Let me invite our
learning listeners about the nature of soul. And as soon as a child is born, on soon now tapuna. The moment the first breath gets in, then the cry starts. Now, Satan okra a room.
I mean, I don't know how you are arriving at that. But,
wow.
18 minutes past 7. Because you tear one analysis, you know. Now we tear explanation. I mean, what problem kakra. Because I'll say animal cry or cry.
They are souls.
And the woman, the child is kicking.
Yes.
A drew baby, nai akolani yangona, obewu. And
it is a body that
from your own definition, Owo only comes when a cry every enipa because we have stillbirth. We have stillbirth.
Yeah.
According to me, even before Yawono. And by your definition, say a cry every nipa anymore. And but I say that until the child comes out, the soul does not enter. Anyway. Made a side question and let me activate my phone lines 0557 52 22 13 0557 52 22 13. Yeah, discussing live after the very interesting discussion here and now we are also live on YouTube, we're also live on Facebook. Okay.
Hello, yeah, good evening.
Yeah, now what to say?
Patching me at the moon.
Yo, now your friend saying,
yes, let me hear one.
Yeah, free.
Miss Free, Asafo.
You're you.
Aha, let me follow conversation, but I think the explanation of the Maso, because
you have a different opinion.
Yeah, I have a different opinion. Yes, because there's a ocean I've read several things. But the brothers of the Christian faith now, per moment explanation, what happens is when God created man in Genesis chapter 3, the moment God breathed in structure there, it became a living soul. So it means that the moment that the full it means that there's a soul in the child. It doesn't matter that they are able to come back again. So that's my
Yo, yeah, that's CP 0557 52 22 13 0557 52 22 13. Yes, also WhatsApp is the same number for WhatsApp. Same number for WhatsApp. 0557. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, me are from Seminia.
Yeah, from a prince, I got a fresh vessel.
Yeah, Tiaminia.
I think and then Adriana and double and now, to the program, I feel something. All those we need to learn mysteries. But the more now you feel something, Nipa Kasama. Maybe I want to be na ade baba baka me say me ababa baba me so da ye ni nte da ye e bia o na de bitini aboa de mu de say makopie de baby abie no na eni ma e tigu me hwe ni mu a sumu kwa na da me ena asia kala ni na ye ko na asa torch ni kura na fa ti bi light chame torch ni ha na mu a ni mu ade se me dia to me na ana o ma na ka che me se me fa me kania e ma o na me fa me chi fresh papa say me sa me chi be fia de hu ya ne che me body no e da ba so ena ni ade a bitina oro na bi obeti ma chi ena me se me nam de mo na me bia ba te me ko me fiura na me na de mo na ma na me ni mo na ma na me de mo akoye ni afi me ni na mo no sa ba ko she me body no afi me no body na na me se me wura body ni esa sorry but me shema enyi ena me tina ko ni na me de me sa esin ti de me say ya say me so me ready fortunately no me so ready ye me wo ya say me now for wa me no wo afa say atatu we so me now for omo eto no na ɔmo yɛ live worship ɛwɔ radio so abira mi sɔ radio eti mi tie live worship na then a voice said to me say mi mu Jesus papa mi mu Jesus embrace at once na mi tie akɔnyɛ ni na atwene akɔ radio tɛgye mama na ni so asa na mi da eti deɛ mi ka ya kami ɛnua papa ɛnu na ɛma mi kɛkɛrɛ na mi gye yɛ adi abɛfɛ egu anuhu yɛ ɛna ma mi kɛkɛrɛ ya ɛna ma fɛ tɛbi eti ɛnìyɛmɔ mo sɛlɛ na mi nsɛm na ɔno so fɛn ma mi wuru sɛ ɛyɛ a yɛ da deɛ yɛ na nenam deɛ yɛ so na ɛdi information so ɛma yɛ ɛna yɛ so obi da ɔntumi nso da yɛ ɛna no wɔ sɛ ka sɛ akwara ne tia nsa na so na aba bebree ne mu deɛ ɔkasa no sɛ meka sɛ wofolo na ɔhohohu ɔkasa no ɔmo deɛ mi nyaayɛ ne sɛ ɛdi ebɛtumi ayɛ sɛ sperm na kasa na ɛfiri bɛrima mu no ɛno na ebi a ɔkara no because ɔmo yɛ 1 billion ɛna ɔmo ɔsɔn eti ne wuli sɛ at once no ana sperm no ne kohyia no bɛhyia no ɛhɔ no a ɛna so no etimi bi a ɛyɛ ade yɛ kasa koe sɛ wokɔyi akɔrɔ a yɛ kasa ɔyɛ innocent so
Yo, yabeda wasipi, yabeda wasipi. 26 minutes past 7. 0557 52 22 13. 0557 52 22 13. Hello. Minu ya majo.
Good evening.
Yeah, you're from saying.
But I am old friend Kokudia Sokoban.
Okay, you too Kokudia.
Yeah, the president is that. Maybe Ubi no the two so that Ubi a couple of storage. Ubi a wall, storage. And we are saying, you know, or that they are no more. Hello, I come there, or one back I will be with eti ọmọ nyinaa yɛ adwene sɛ saa na tiɛ deɛ ɔmo kɔ akɔhwɛ ɛhɛn ɛbra ɔmo kɔ yɛ wɔ na ɔmo nyinaa kɔ sɛ otwa ne tu ɔyɛ nutɔ ayɛ otwa ne tu eti no ɔmo nyinaa tete yaa sɛ ɔmo ɛnyɛ ɔmo pie so ɔbɛhwɛ baabi ɔwɔ eti ɔbɛbi tete no wɔ ɛna bi wɔ. And when you tell you said, you do challenge a hit and I'll check what Canada. From the point, then you can up to see up to 30. And we have no class no good, no good that as soon as you know, and we're there. And so, okay, about. No, so what that piece is, I'm afraid of what that piece for maybe. Almost change. And just in that way, almost slow. And almost so by that, we found out where we can. You feel good, we got. So, we did it. No, maybe the so, and over and the different about we go do it.
Okay. Yo, I'm be you one. Yeah, be TV so I'll send you what's up.
Somehow, I think that we will have something correct. Public, and I'm educated. Public, and I'm educated. So the public, and I'm educated, and I say, yeah, some yeah, pa, most money open away. As I say, yes, a PP, one country, and see the more class. Most of from a pay. And he showed that way, and Moyama, one of the Moyama. Second one, Omoka, but there's no backing. There's no evidence there. Some book we see, and I say Bible quotation be to support what they are saying. So their fathers, there's no basic. It is one person who saying they should based on certain maybe a book we say what you say. Another says no. I see so come on. Say I'm waiting for it. And so I say, Madam.
Thank you very much for your WhatsApp voice note. Also, let me send WhatsApp voice note. Facha warm. Chino na to me kind of whistle NDBA and then many you were translated to Chino. They say consciousness, no, anything. Into Facha warm, Miss Remwa, move Fanche. Why, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yamawado.
Yeah.
You're from Saminia.
But you're from Gokudia demand. Because if I told
you, you're Tiominia. Yo, Yadawasipi. We are kind of say at exactly 7:45. PSK for Ebabeka, Omoyare Sabia home, Inuma Ediatre, and at 8 o'clock, House of New Glory. So, Ebabaha, no more near sorry. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, me, I want to say,
Bako.
You hear from say?
Within the Yaya of Furuku.
Are you yet you, Minia?
Say, Baby, Nipa, who are there. And no, he said, Nipa, the free set. if you say we are to buy, you yeah, which was that I did Jesus Christ and a better which means who are over if you are okay, so China and now for Corona gate now. Because me, yeah, the American oh, say, you pass a portal, a Puna system. If you say, yes, a Puna, it is not a Puna, the best map with you who are. You are and if we say, if we get now, a crime and a buy. It is who will software? It is a software. In software, which will describe what the software, but hardware is what here. In software, hardware here, who will be and I do without suffering. Kakra, Anna, a cancer, Abraham. Oh, deep we
yeah, that's it. Mefa last call na questions na mo bi se awom na ma kyerem se obi ewu so okobobra e wo baby fufuro no minim se omo wontire mu a omo de be man ya na yehunu. Hello. Yamo adu. Hello. Hello. Aha, maju. Ya fro say minia. What's it? Hello? You're from Paul. Ah, you too.
But I have
Madam was say Capital Radio 97.1 Miss Patron in fact course BAP main fact call BAP make I am say Varun Ghana Limited and our Omni program we abraya.
Very good. G, great performance. L, long lasting. That's VGL.
We want some demo me can full VGL motorbike amount and anti-kama fuel consumption jet VGL aboboya ewa huodin etumi before any load bia VGL omo durable tires akesia pa the caterpillar tires articulator any nketwa and sanso enwintem in slow load bia metre suitable for all terrains. VGL pure virgin premium lubricant to set engine oil, hydraulic oil, and gear oil, specially formulated for peak performance. O engine besu kama no fitamubia. VGL batteries also a powerful, reliable, and strong. No yempia. After sales service so 8 VGL Niama a to 4 block Fred 0243 67 5020 Kumasi Alaba and Crime Caprice anywhere VGL Ejatuatua Ejadum
Long lasting. That's VGL.
Yo Prosper. Bomodia how de last week a tree man. Summarize. Nipa wa henoko just summarize what you know.
Nipa wo de bia mi ni se oko jame ho.
Yo. Mohammed. Nipa wa henoko.
So de ye kana hyase no. Say ya kra ye frinyame mu. Nti nipa wu a osakọ eja no. Na say ye kan abibia say nipa no ewu no based on the level of spiritual consciousness and the spiritual growth no. And they determine heaven kra oko. Obi on mo kwa obeba. Obi okwa on sam ma ye ekanka enyi ni say obi wu mi ekohye no. Onyame ye odo. Onom odo so no boy ye. Enti ye ekoboa nyame ene ye kana protocol say co-workership with God. Enti ye wo omo as omo guardian angels omo ina wo omo so boa yakopa ahenie. Utum kopi obi so no wa ye adoye bi afa otwa oni ko ya ohunu bebi afa. Say no ka obi o say wewu a omo ye ni say obi wu a kra no wu a ofri nipadua ni mu. But our personality bi wa ye the astral body a otumi yusu. The not until they say nipa no reincarnate on this physical tembia no ubetumi enyan. So some of them can use their physical body to use omo physical astral body no e di operate. Enti na ma omo ko hu no a onu nya asa oyirae. And enye we ni incident several instances one ma bibisa de e koso. Enti nipa wu a ye ko eja ne nchen na ye ko na ne ekohwe na nyoma ye ntimi anye ni ya ni asa aba abetoa so until say ibesua odo until say ibesua odo na butaye anyame boy de ba asase say mesua odo se obedo unua de de wanye odem umfa nye oyonko na mo na oyesa ade no eno epeja huma otumi ekoso na ye onyuma bia mpese me de so ye find the 5 passions of the mind I think be eno na ebre ase ntimi.
We'll talk about that later. Joseph, well, final way, Mame.
So is eternal.
Okay.
And so exists because of God's love.
Last
oh, yeah. Okra. Yeka eternal. That on kra enwu. Ena eja entumi shikra. Nso entumi nyeden. Entumi entumi fo okra kra. Entumi fa no susu. Ena then bio. Etu entumi entachi okra because it's an energy a unit.
Okay.
What you say?
Enti
obi ekachiro say there is hell somewhere. Uko shishia okra onshi. Udi nutu jama
onshi obesofa
onshi nwura
so obesofa
enye material thing. Material things na eya eshi na so okra
am so be wo ho nsi ba to besofa
then suffering.
Okay.
Then suffering.
Okay.
The yekom was as we so no. Esa echen the yo ho. Now one thing is osumbia ni omunti ase. And that is okay for everybody because everybody belong to a state of consciousness. Because we are in a classroom.
Okay.
And in the classroom we have class 1, class 2, class 3, class unyini na niema bi wo hono na yede na
but na almost obi wu no okobo bra wo ba bi fufuro.
And those stories are there. Stories are no e wo ho. Ye won krofa they are so attached to this physical world say because obi wo hono edan na wasi anani yiri na owo wa ha no ni hu ye fair to the level say on person oja no to her. So
it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. They want to manifest here in the
and
physical.
And they manifest.
But yeah, omubre.
Yo, but that's it.
Do you see how it is?
Yetamaso. Mesdames, c'est Prosper, Docteur Agbenke, Mohamed Go, Shoaib, and yes, I frère Uncle Joseph Agbelekpe. Mesdames, voici puis Agbelekpe. L'idée de conseiller assisé. Mon temps comme on ewo baby amobi nyakopon aduma dasane on next week ebeseshia. Moment of awakening. Continue the discussion at home.